So good morning, everybody. Today we're talking with the team OkayGo. And to start, I would like to ask you to have a brief introduction of yourself. So who you are, where are you from, what do you study, and what's your academic background?
Hi everyone, I'm Giovanni. I come from Padua and I study in Trento. I'm a student of economics and management bachelor, and I'm about to graduate in July, hopefully.
Hi, I'm Tommaso. I'm from Valdarno, a little valley near Florence. I have a bachelor in information technology at the University of Florence, and now I'm studying ICT innovation here in Trento, the cybersecurity program.
I'm Vittorio. I'm from Bergamo, and I had a bachelor degree in Bergamo in psychology, and now I'm attending psychology of human resources and organization in University of Trento, and I'm currently living in Liverpool because I'm attending an internship in human resources.
Hi, I am Stefano, and I am from Cagliari in Sardinia. I studied computer science as a bachelor, and now I'm studying cybersecurity in Trento.
I'm Alessandra from Senigallia, from the center of Italy. I graduated at University of Bologna in computer science, and now I'm attending here in Trento the ICT innovation course, in particular cybersecurity.
So do you already know each other from before, like a course or something like that? Or did you just met inside the startup lab? If somebody wants to answer this.
Well, me, Stefano, and Alessandra are in the same course, actually in the same degree. I knew Stefano from before, but I didn't know Alessandra directly. Then for me, it's the first time with her, and also with Vittorio and Giovanni. And Nagesh, which is not here at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just moved to Trento, and I actually didn't know any one of the other guy before this opportunity, but I'm really happy to know them now.
Yeah, me too. Of course, I didn't, as Tommaso said, I didn't know them before, so I had the fortune to meet them here at the Startup Lab.
Yeah, and for me, it's the same. I met this guy in Startup Lab for the first time.
Good. So let's talk about your idea. So if somebody wants to repitch it as we did in the course, so tell us what it's about and yeah.
Okay, I can do like a repitch. So basically, OkayGo, it's like it's a community creator, and well, let me just make it in a nice way, because in 30 seconds it's difficult to pitch the idea. So OkayGo is a mobile app, a social network that aims to solve the problem of missing people to complete teams. And missing people to complete teams, lack of connection in the place we currently are to play sports, and also it can solve the desire and fulfill the desire of meeting people with the same interests that are in the same location. How it works? It's easy. You create a profile in which you say the sports that you practice and in which level you practice them, and the sports that you would like to try. And you put the location and a range of distance which are willing to play a sport match, and you're all set. You instantly see all the players in your zone that play the same sports as yourself, and you can actively chat with them, set a match and play and have fun. And this idea came to my mind when I was in Trento, and since I already said I'm from Padova, when I was in Trento, I didn't know anyone to play sports with, because all my friends that I knew there didn't play any sports. So I was thinking that maybe I was not the only one feeling this problem. So I started thinking about a solution that could possibly be to solve this problem. So to meet people that play the same sports, and this is where OkayGo comes from. And as I saw, also in my team, also other people in my team are feeling the same problem, the same need. Also, Victoria, for example, in Liverpool is feeling the same thing. And as I went through asking my friends and people that I knew, I understood that the problem is not felt just by me, but it's quite common among offsite students.
Okay, so we can say that the idea came from you, and then it's evolving inside Startup Lab. Do you think your idea is changing, or is still? I mean, it has a core that still remains, and then some details are changing.
Well, let's say that the core remains the same, because the problem that we aim to solve is always the same. So the lack of connection of people when moving to another place. It can be like an Erasmus, or it can be just studying in another city as myself, or it can be anything else. But when a person moves and stays and lives in another place, it's difficult to have the same people. To meet people that share the same interest, at least regarding sports. So we say that I think that the core problem that we have to solve is still the same. Of course, we changed some things, and we understood through the validation of the problem that some things weren't working. At least they were not so meaningful for the idea. And some others are kept after the validation, because we think that there is an actual need among people for this kind of future or this kind of elements, let's say.
Okay, so talking about your updates about the course, we will like to ask you about your journey in Startup Lab. If you have feedback from your mentor, and specific about the validation part that you're actually doing in this week and in the past one. So you already had interviews. You interviewed somebody. Who did you interview, and what are their answer to your app or to your questions? It was difficult to find people. So tell me something about the validation part of your idea.
Well, okay. I can do it if you hear me. So we did interviews, and also we did a survey. And personally, I interviewed some people from here, from Liverpool, that of course I didn't know. And they were like friends of my flatmates. And I asked to them if they feel the same problem of me, because here I would like to play tennis or paddle or something more, like just running with someone. And I asked them if they felt the same problem as me at the beginning of their travel. And they answered me that, it was like this. And and of course now they have like many friends, so they don't feel this problem anymore. But at the beginning, of course, they felt the same thing like me.
You just did interviews in Liverpool, or you had also like Italian interviews, or?
No, just interviews, just here in Liverpool. But I asked to many of my friends in Italy, and also them lived in another cities alone, completely alone, and they told me that they felt the same problem. So they would like to play, I don't know, like football or something more with people, and to meet new people and make new friends.
We leave you tell our audience what you want. Actually, if you have any comments, any feedback about the course, if you are liking it, or I don't know.
For me, it's not a mandatory course, so I decided to participate, and now I'm very happy because I learned things that of course I didn't know, and also I met new people, new friends from Trento, and that's great, in my opinion.
But it's a course that is really different from the one that I was used to, and I felt that is interesting. I'm really understand how things work, and now I have also another point of view on experience that I did on the past.
And I'm liking it because it allows me to meet people. Actually, in this COVID period, it fulfills my days basically with things to do and calls and meeting new guys and girls and making friends in a digital way, but still making friends as of now.
I will add also that Startup Lab is helping us having a new point of view on how to create our ideas and all the errors that a person can do, but in a safe environment in which we are not in the open wild, and so we are not get burned by the sun if we if we do something wrong. So it's really helpful to understand this stuff.